Alright, we have a brand new Hunger Games movie. Now, before I say anything about it, just so you know like what level I'm on with the franchise, I enjoyed the movies quite a bit. They're pretty awesome. I'm not a mega diehard fanboy by any stretch, and I haven't ever read any of the books. So, as always, I went into this pretty much knowing zero, other than what they showed us in the trailers. And this is a prequel movie to the original Hunger Games. It's actually on the 10th Hunger Games, so you kind of have an idea, you can gauge like how far in the past this is. And there's a lot of stuff going on in this movie. It is very long. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but the main thing is pretty much Snow. Like, how does he turn into how we know him in the Hunger Games movies? Because he is a different person in this movie. He's definitely not that version of Snow. And this is his, I'll say it's his origin. There's an origin to a lot of things, but the main thing, why I got away with it, is pretty much that and how it turned into the Hunger Games as we know it. Tom Blythe plays Snow. I really hope that's how you pronounce his name. I am so bad at pronouncing names, but he was the best character in the entire movie, which rightfully so he needs to be. Again, he's not even the main person, but a lot of the story revolves around Snow. He was amazing, mate. He had layers, which the other Snow that we know already, he didn't have layers. He's just a dick, bruv. That's kind of it. But in this, he has layers, and you can see different things pushing him in different directions that maybe will result in him turning into said dick. I think the main character is Lucy Gray, who's played by Rachel Zegler. She was fine, I guess. Like, I would say she's the main character of the movie, but she's not Katniss, mate. And she's not meant to be Katniss. They're completely different, but it's just not the same high levels that Jennifer Lawrence brought to Katniss, that Rachel Zegler brought to this movie. That's just how I feel. I don't know, maybe she's meant to be like this from the books. I have no clue. I'm going into this proper fresh, but for me, she ain't Katniss. Like, on that level of, like, I was rooting for her. I found her, like, super interesting. She wasn't, like, dead, but you know what I'm trying to say, man. Viola Davis is in the movie. She's one of the best parts in the movie. She's, like, way over the top, man. Probably meant to be that way in the books, but I really, really liked her in this movie, actually. She smashed it. Also, Peter Dinklage is in the movie. Respect to my G. He was amazing in this movie, as he's pretty much amazing in everything. He's, like, the creator of the Hunger Games, and that's one of the things I enjoyed seeing the most, actually. Just the person who come up with this idea, and we see him in the movie. Another thing I enjoyed a lot is we see the Capitol a lot in this movie. It's a little bit different. In fact, a lot of things are different. It's like futuristic, but back in time, because we have gone back in time. I don't know. The visuals, I thought in the Hunger Games movies, the visuals were so good. They're very, very good in here as well. Just as good as well. You can tell it's different time periods, but it still has that like weird, futury, crazy vibe going on. I thought it was really cool, and yeah, the Capitol smashed it, mate. We didn't get a lot of time with it in the other movies, but here, we're there for quite a lot of time. I enjoyed seeing that. As for the actual Hunger Games in the movie, I felt like, I was like nearly disappointed, if I'm being real. They feel like, again, it's only the 10th time this ever happened, but it felt way watered down from the movies that we've already seen. Rightfully so. I get it should be like that. I don't know what I was expecting, but it just wasn't that. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Just sliding in also to say real quick, I wouldn't bring any kids to this movie, just like I wouldn't bring kids to the Hunger Games. They're like, what, PG-13? I don't know how they get away with that, bruv. There's some, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. You've seen the other movies, you know what's going on. I like seeing it, but yeah, it's not a kid movie, mate, by any stretch. The majority of this movie I enjoyed a lot. However, the biggest thing for me, and I'd imagine some people feel the same way as me, unless you're a mega fan and you can watch this stuff all day. But for me, this movie was way too long, bruv. I'm going to say it's even 30 minutes too long. And then the final act, 45 minutes, it is a steam train pace, bruv. Without spoiling it, it comes away from what he's doing, it becomes his other thing, and it is non-stop, bruv. Way too much stuff going on, which I wanted to see the other stuff. I was like, what the fuck's going on, bruv? Like, go back here. Why are we here? But we are here until the end of the movie. It was just too much going on, and I can't believe I'm saying this. I actually think, I don't want to say this should have been 2 movies, because I thought Mockingjay Part 1 was, that for me is still the worst one in the franchise. It's like 6 out of 10 level for me. I do think it's not that great, but not going to say this should have been 2 movies. It definitely shouldn't have been. Do you know what this could have been? And it's weird to say. This could have been some like 10 episode show, and it probably would have slapped, man. And you can really go into the bits that you could tell they wanted to show us. But by the final act, it's too much information going on, bruv. I don't know. That's my useless opinion. This movie was very good. I think ranking wise, maybe, I don't know, if you guys want me to do a little ranking video, I'll do it, but For now, I'm going to give The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes 7 nerds out of 10. Yeah, legit, if you want me to rank them, I'd do it in a short or like a video, whatever. If you want to see that content, let me know down below. That'd be sick. I thought this was a good movie. Again, if you're a die-hard fan, you read the books, you love all the movies, you are probably going to love the absolute hell out of this movie. So, yeah, just throwing it in there. I'm extremely casual, and I've never read the books. Thanks for watching, guys. I love and appreciate you all. Take care. Peace.